Hello and welcome back to the ToozTalk podcast. I am here with my hosts, Garula,
Hello.
Snow,
Hello.
make it a surprise visit, Scoob,
Hi.
Scoob,
Hi. Hello.
there he is, and special guest, Mr. Youtooz Leaks himself, Ducks.
What's good?
What's poppin'?
Not a lot.
You sound tired.
A little bit. We out here grinding, dog. Leaks don't come for free. People don't get that. We out in the streets. I'm a player, dog. What you want?
It be like that sometimes. Anyways, welcome to the show, man. How are you?
Yeah, thanks for having me on. I
No worries.
appreciate it.
No worries. I guess I should start off with the obvious. Why did you start the Youtooz Leaks account?
It's
Or
pretty
what
easy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's pretty easy for me. Quite simply, it was I figured out there was a demand for information on Youtooz, and there was no one to provide it. Essentially, at the time of my inception, there was only, I believe it was Youtooz Epic, which is Isaac, and I don't want to dog him or anything, but it just wasn't good. It wasn't what I think it could have been. And I figured out if I'm gonna bet long on something, which I thought Youtooz was a pretty interesting company at the time, still is. I may as well get in early, and if I'm gonna get in early, I better, I guess, what do I want to say? Gather as much influence as possible early, so I can be quote one of the OGs when they really go off. But I am a little worried right now with the, which is the way they're running things and how the market is. But
Yeah.
whatever.
When did you start the account again? Like October?
It was early November. I think it was November 3rd. That was my first post. It was around
knowing the dates.
it was the time of Jay Schlatt. It was the first leak with Jay Schlatt showing his face. That was super new, and showing off his Youtooz on stream.
Oh yeah. I mean, he showed his face like a month prior with a video.
But he was still hyped because he didn't do it every day. He wasn't streaming as much.
What were your what's the right word I want to ask? What? Because at first I was looking through your account. You're posting a lot of stuff like just with your figures and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And
Are you talking about early or are you talking about later?
early.
Yeah.
What kind of put? Because I know you don't really post much about your figures lately. What kind of drove you away from that? Oh, sorry, I have to interrupt. Our new host is here, Snowball Lane.
Hi.
Hello.
Sorry, I
Yay.
legit fell asleep. I'm not even kidding.
I called you 6 times.
I know my phone didn't go off.
You're okay. We
Yeah.
just started, so good timing.
2 snows
Okay.
now.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Snowball Lane, our new ToozTalk host. We tried recording with her a solid 4 times already. All of the audio's failed and corrupted.
Yeah.
So, hello, how are you?
Hi. All right. Just tired.
Well, you and Ducks are in
Everyone's
the same
tired.
boat.
Yeah.
Duckman goes to sleep at 8 a.m. and wakes up at 1.
Why did you go to sleep at 8 a.m.?
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm out here grinding, making that quality content, okay? Dude, you don't even understand. I'm literally balancing a picture book. I'm gonna be designing like a series of my own boxes, right? Like, and I have to record another like 2 podcasts today, right? Like,
Whoa.
I don't have time to slow
You-
down.
You're really on that grind.
Like, you guys think like I guarantee you I am the most serious person when it comes to Youtooz at all, because I'm betting on the super ultra longevity that Youtooz stays around, and my whole goal is I'm the go-to guy. I want to be the it guy, right? So if
Right.
Youtooz happens to come out with someone who like everyone is just like, wow, Youtooz is such a great idea, and they get a bunch of fans, because ultimately Youtooz is just an influencer marketing company. So if the fans from that influencer just happen to hop on Youtooz. I want to be able to, I guess, show that I'm a legit enough account that they should follow Youtooz and myself. But that's hard to do because I'm just posting information when all they want is the information on their one figure. So I have to figure out a way to prove my value
to the mass.
Yeah, right. So that's why I'm trying to break out into the podcast. If you have any interest in like the community, right? Like, so all the people that are brand new, I want them to listen to the podcast because I want them to get a pretty good feel as to who the community is, right?
And a good chunk of the community listens to ToozTalk, and we can get you a bunch of people listening to you. It's like a whole Yeah, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
right.
Yeah.
It's like I'll probably have you on in a relative amount of time. I'll probably try to get like all of you on individually, right? But
I'm
it's just
free whenever, homie.
Me
it's
Just
a
too.
matter
DM.
I'm free to
matter of time for everyone, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's interesting. I'm just betting on the super ultra longevity of Youtooz. That's it, right? That's why I'm front loading like what I assume is some of my best content now so I can index it later and reference it. Like my favorite thing ever for me to do is reference that I called what's it called? I called Motivational Lizard like 2 to 3 months ago, right? I love referencing super old information. So my podcast right now, I made like 25 episodes of resale radio.
Oh my god.
25.
Now,
Holy shit.
now listen to this. And they're all like 30 minutes long, which is pretty solid. By myself. I don't know how I talk for that long. But
That's
I'm going to
impressive.
index all of that
Schizophrenic
information.
much?
And then in 3 months, I've already determined. In 3
Sorry, I
months,
had to.
in 3
Oh,
months,
boy.
I'm going to go back to all of those podcasts, right? Where I quote, like, guess things or call things. And I'm going to rip all of the audio and tell everyone I told you so, right? Like, I have this whole new idea of clipping audio moments, right?
Yeah.
And I can guarantee that's going to be a thing later because it's the most effective way to maximize content. Like I'm
And the
trying
more you prove that, the more people will go back to listen to see if you actually predicted
Exactly.
something.
Exactly.
And it's just a feeding cycle. I see
Yeah.
you. I see you.
I respect
So
the
I'm
hustle.
trying to create 30 pieces of content a day, right? Because I have my own desires, right? Like I have so many ideas for my own merch, but the reason I don't do them is because I don't want to advertise because that's not what I do, right? So it's like finding the balance of, okay, when can I make this my job, right? Because like
Mhm.
realistically, if I wanted to, I could just resell Youtooz my entire life and I would be completely fine, right? But I don't want to do that. So it's like, how do I find the balance between like, where can I show people like value? Where can I like, I live by this thesis of jab, 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 right hook, right? Ask, 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 which is give value, give out value, right? And then ask the final question of like, did I provide enough value for you to like, I guess, buy something from me, right? Which would effectively be my trust if I ever open a resale website, because that's what everyone is afraid of on eBay, right? They're like, oh, I don't know if this seller's trustworthy, right? So I have to have the humility to ask and then also be okay if I get rejected, right? But right now I'm too scared. I'm just like, I'd rather just give value, just keep doing that and then ask at the very end and hope to get the yes. But I don't think I can operate with that if I want to go advertise. That's my
Right.
take.
And not even just the advertising part. You got called out yesterday by a semi-big Instagram person.
Pav
Care-
dog.
Care to explain?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care, right? Like, if anything, that gave me a lot more clout than I had expected. I think I got like 1,000 click-through on both those stories individually, which I mean is not amazing, but it's certainly not bad. But yeah, I messed up. I called Bush Dog Pavlov for 2 minutes. It was a 2-minute mistake, right? But the internet doesn't forget. And so when I made that mistake right after, I thought to myself, I'm just like, crap, this is going to be on the record for a long time.
Got him.
So I expect, because my margin of error for leaks is, I believe, I calculated, I think it was like 0.37 or
Wow.
something like stupid like that. for like all of my tweets, all of everything, right?
Right.
So to have that mistake, kind of a scarlet letter, right? Because that's what I try to pride myself on, is accuracy of information. So I don't know. I'm fine with it. It's whatever. I have to move on as a creator. I can't.
You
let
handled it pretty well.
Yeah, I don't know. That was an ultimate win for me, because if they didn't post it to their story, that would have been more of a loss, because I wouldn't have gained any, I guess, what is it called?
Not notoriety, but like attention.
Yeah, right? That's all I'm trying to do, is arbitrage attention right now, show my worth.
For
the
sure. I guess one thing you could talk about, that you and I had a discussion about this a while ago, about different career positions at Youtooz. This is when I was telling you when I got pulled over.
Wait, what?
Good job,
That
Anton.
was
Oh, I
such an
didn't-
awesome story.
I didn't tell that story.
That was such an awesome story. I love that
I
so
didn't
much.
tell that story.
Okay, I've been gone for like how many months now?
I think only. Snowball, did I tell you this story?
No, you didn't. How could you not tell me
Oh.
this?
Oh,
I'm
boy.
telling this story. I don't
Yeah.
care.
This is.
I got pulled over back. What was it, like early February, when it was like a really, really good
Yeah.
day outside?
Yeah, it's super nice.
Yeah, it was a super nice day. I got pulled over. I was going 7 over the speed limit on
Wow.
a state road.
Good job.
And the cop pulled me over. He's like, "Do you know how fast you're going?" I'm like, "Yeah, I was going a little bit over." He's like, and we were just talking and sharing information and stuff. I noticed on his arm he has a tattoo of Boba Fett's helmet.
Nuh-uh.
Nice.
He has a tattoo of Boba Fett's helmet. So me being me and being stupid, I.
Oh no, I can't.
You know how like in Star Wars Episode 4 and like other things like force mind tricks,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and like how Obi-Wan said, these aren't the droids you're looking for.
Yeah.
I
No,
wave
you didn't.
I wave my hand in front of him and go, "This is not the vehicle you're looking for.
Oh
Move
my
along."
Oh my.
That's great.
And let me
Please
tell
me
you,
he laughed.
it is
Oh my god.
it is so hard to make cops. He lost it. He was laughing so hard. And he's like, "You're good to go, dude. I don't give a shit. You're good."
See, I'm telling you, like, if you like Star Wars, that can get you out of a lot of things. Like, I saw.
Moral of the
Some other
story,
person.
moral of the story, if you like
interrupted
Star
me.
Wars, you'll get out of a ticket.
Oh no, I never had a
We
ticket
live in a
before,
society.
so.
Bro, we live in the best society. I got out of a ticket for being an idiot. When usually it's the other way around.
I
I'm
saw.
waiting on a lot to drive.
Yeah, I saw
Hmm?
something. It was like some girl or some. She got pulled over as well, and she noticed that the cop noticed that she liked Star Wars, and she was like, cop was just like, just because you like Star Wars, I'm just gonna let you go.
Wasn't that a TikTok?
I think it was.
Jeez, people have
I
these
hate the
interesting
fact that I know that's a TikTok.
ticket stories that they get out of.
Wait, what?
I said a lot of these people have like a lot of interesting like getting out of ticket stories, while I'm over here having to pay like a lot of money just to get out of one.
That's the first and only time I've ever been pulled over, knock on wood. So,
I've only been twice.
and I've been driving for over 3 years. Jeez, I'm old.
You're
Yeah,
old?
you are
Get
old.
out of here.
Yeah,
You're a baby.
yeah.
I'm
yeah,
19, bro.
You're a baby in the eyes of society.
That's
Dude,
true.
you're not. I legit. I don't think people are adults till they're 27. That's like a genuine that. Everything you do before that is very fixable. Everything.
That's true.
And very forgivable.
Sure.
Forgive and forget. That's my motto.
I don't have a motto.
Okay.
Snowball knows a lot about forgive and forget.
Yep.
You and I had a 45-minute conversation the other day.
hmm
There was some incident back in high school regarding a mutual friend. Oh well.
Oh
Yeet.
well. We're in the present.
Back to the jobs.
Back to the jobs. Yeah.
Factory.
Yeah, we were talking about that, like the different careers and stuff in early February, and we were talking about the paid media buyer position. That's still open. it's been 2 months and it's still open.
There's a lot of new stuff. They're trying to find a supply chain manager as well.
That was pretty recent.
But and I mean, they have artist applications like here and there randomly, but I think those get filled up pretty quickly because there's a couple big art colleges in the area, in Vancouver at least. So
One of my friends actually goes there, Tessa.
oh, that's cool.
Nice.
I forgot which one it is, but she's at one of the better
There's like
art
2 or
schools.
3 or something like that.
I think she's at the best of the 3. I forgot what it's
Yeah.
called.
So with the paid media buyer, that job I'm really surprised hasn't been filled because it's a pretty easy job. It's not anything like extremely hard. I mean, the qualifications that they're asking for are relatively simple. I think it's like 2 to 3 years of media buying experience at a larger company. But in general, media buying isn't like crazy complicated. I mean, it's just a fancy word for
You're buying advertisements on Instagram and Facebook and stuff.
advertisement distribution. You distribute the money effectively. So that's a pretty simple job if you've gone to school, right? If you've gone to college for marketing, you probably have a pretty good idea what to do. To be quite honest, all of you could probably figure it out on your own, right? You probably just wouldn't be good at it, right? And then they got the supply chain manager, which is a little bit tougher. I have a pretty decent background in supply chain because those are the people I work with every day at my job. So
Don't you work at Bezos Central?
no, I work for I don't even know what you're referencing there.
Amazon.
No. I don't want to work for Amazon. I work for a small startup.
Oh, I thought you told me you worked for Amazon at some point.
No. I think I was referencing Amazon did a commercial for us. We had an Amazon commercial. So that was terrible. It was like 20 hours of filming, like something ridiculous. I couldn't do my job. It sucked because they're like, hey, dude, you gotta be quiet. I'm like, I'm in my own office with the door closed. What more do you need from me? But I guess I was being too loud while taping a package, and they're just like, you just gotta chill. So I got paid to do nothing that day. That was pretty cool.
That's what I got paid to do at Amazon.
Yeah. But the supply chain, I mean, Austin used to do that. So I was quite confused when that application popped up. I don't know what Austin will be doing, if that was what I think his job was, because he said he ran supply chain last time I checked. And if
he's working for someone to help work alongside him because they're expanding the factories and expanding their production and also going into plushes.
Yeah, that's quite an interesting play.
Yeah, because there's an open position right now for manufacturing and logistics manager plush. So
oh, interesting. I wonder why they need a entire manager for that sector.
Plush is a whole other market than vinyl toys.
No, I get that. It's just I feel like the is that like a specific person? Like, is that a specific job?
It is. Okay, so I'm gonna read this off the career page right now.
So is there a supply? So when I say specific job, like, is that a thing?
Yes.
Like, that's a thing at other companies as well? That's not just a specific, like, you're the manager of this sector. It's actually like...
It's a legitimate thing.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, like on here on the career page, you'll be responsible for building out, managing, reporting, and optimizing our manufacturing and logistics pipeline on manufacturing plush toys with partners in Vietnam and China, all the way from design to end customer shipping. So they're expanding into Vietnam now, not just China.
Oh,
well, it's probably just cheaper. That's it. That's the only reason you would go to Vietnam.
just for the cheapness. I don't get the reference.
Oh no, the flashbacks. Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know what the whole plush thing is going to be because it looks like they're going all in on this. Last time I spoke to Austin, it just felt like this was going to be a test. And then if it didn't work out, they wouldn't do more. But from what it looks like they're going all in. Like, they don't, yeah.
They have the motivational lizard and anomaly ready by the looks of things.
But I don't know, like, price is going to be really, really, like, contingent on if people buy it.
I'm really curious to see if they're gonna up the price on the plushes. I'm
will.
really thinking
I'm,
it's gonna be a
almost
bit
certain.
higher.
I'm almost certain it's gonna be. They have 1 and 2 foot versions, right? For Motivational Lizard, it'll be 1 and 2 feet long. But from like Austin didn't tell me the prices, but like I guessed and I said like for the 1 foot I thought it was gonna be 45. Then for the 2 foot I thought it was gonna be like 65, right? And Austin said that's pretty close, right? So I'm like,
I was gonna
shoot.
say a 2 foot plush is anywhere from like $50 to $75.
Exactly, right? They're expensive.
I'm
but
not
also
collecting plushes.
that's a stupid big plush. I don't know what people are gonna use that for because the issue now.
Snowball.
What?
I'm calling you
need,
out.
No, I don't need any more big plushes.
I love plushes, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't have any
Yeah,
plushes.
I don't know. I don't think there's gonna be any resale from my point of view, just because margin I feel like is gonna be low, and I don't suspect sellout to be a thing.
It
for plushes.
depends, I would say. Like the
Lizard
the
will sell.
motivational lizard,
I'm
100%.
confident because I think they're gonna mess it up and they're gonna understock this drop. So I'm probably gonna buy a crap ton. That's
Of
just what
course
I
you
think.
are. Of course you are.
But also, if they take away the only reason I can buy so many things is because I can return them whenever I want. It's so easy. Once they take away that return before shipping, or if shipping gets too fast, as in sub 1 week, okay, then I'm screwed, right? Then I can't really.
Going into that, there's a rumor going around. I don't know if it's a rumor, if it's confirmed. Arthur's shipping almost immediately after purchase.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
That's interesting.
I don't know if
Kinda
that's
weird, eh?
true or not. I never
It's
got full
close. It's really
confirmation, but
close.
like it's
I don't think it's exactly right
Well,
after, but I
well,
think
not
it's,
immediate as in like the 3 to 5 day range.
yeah,
makes
standard
more
American shipping.
Yeah.
I
That'll
think
be
it's gonna be a little
interesting.
bit longer. I don't know why they did that. Like maybe it was contractual. Like they said, oh, you have to get this stuff out because they didn't want to make the Arthur fans angry or something.
That's what
but
I would assume.
yeah, I don't really know. It's kind of odd to me.
Plus, I know this is like common knowledge now. The vault and whatnot has sort of been leaked, but not the full thing. Like
I
the
should just
actual-
leak it already. So I get so many messages like every day. Like what's
Hey,
what's the codes?
y'all just want to leak it here?
What is that? Like what do you mean?
Leak the information about the vault, because a lot of people in the Discord know about it, but I'm not sure if people know like around Twitter and Instagram and whatnot. I think this would be a good place to share.
Yeah, I'll get to that like eventually. I have
Should we just
no
do that at
clue.
the end?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll post a story, but watch this. I'm telling you right now, because this is how people operate. I'm gonna post that, and then I'm also gonna get 500 DMs from people that already know what the vault are, and they're gonna be like, "Shut up, stupid. We already know what that is, right?" So
I already know what group's gonna call you out.
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. I don't care about them. I've already developed thick skin, so I'm like, I do my thing, and if you don't like what I do, cool. I'm gonna keep doing my thing. It's whatever.
That is a good man. That's a good move.
Mm-hmm.
That's how everyone, I think, should operate. Don't care what others think as long as you know you're being successful and getting forward in life.
I thought you were gonna go with something different.
What?
I thought you were
What do you think I was gonna go with?
Nothing.
Oh no, I don't think I want to know now.
Yeah.
No.
Me either.
Scoob, get your head out of your ass.
Yeah.
Hey, it's my first day back. Don't judge me.
Yeah, it's your first day back. It's my first day calling you out again.
Oh yeah, that's right. Cause I remember the good old times where you call me out on stuff. I'd say.
Yeah, on everything. It's great. I miss these times. Oh, you're in for a long ride, homie.
Yep, I am back. I'm an official host again. No more breaks.
Are you? Or are you gonna
Yeah.
disappear for another 8?
I'm not disappearing again.
We're holding you to that.
See you on
I
episode
promise
20.
See ya.
And he mutes. He's embarrassed.
He's gone.
Just kidding.
Oh.
But Ducks, you posted on your story today. The Bob Ross line is now set and ready.
Yes.
Has
yes.
it told, have they said anything else about that?
So it was pretty ambiguous and vague, to be quite honest, but essentially Bob Ross gave the go ahead for making Bob Ross collaborations.
Let's go.
My assumption is we could see just the Bob
Yeah.
Ross. We could see the Carson / Bob Ross collab. Supposedly they want to do a lot more. I just don't know what those would be. But with what's going on with Carson and how contracts work, I don't know if he has to advertise his figure before it can release. And if you know anything about the current situation, I don't know if he's in a position to.
He's not gonna
To
do
advertise.
anything.
Yeah.
So I was thinking maybe that might get delayed, or they might. I don't know what the terms of the contract are, so maybe I'm like a complete idiot and there's nothing about advertising in that one because it's a meme figure, and technically he doesn't like need to because that's what happened with Walter. He wasn't contractually obligated to. I guess advertise.
I mean, he did in his
did, but
in his
I don't-
live stream, but he didn't make
The
a
day
whole
of
feature length
release.
commercial.
Correct. So yeah, I don't really know what the deal is there, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, so we'll see with that. Also,
Mhm.
with the Bob Ross stuff, I think they're just gonna release like a Bob himself like that first, and wait to do Carson and other creators like mixed with the whole mix, like the like Bob Ross and Rack kind of thing. I think they're gonna push those back to like June or July or something, considering the current situation, and because who knows when Carson's gonna come back at this point.
yeah, it's not looking hot.
Question.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, Snowball. What?
Can I go into the out now?
No, you cannot go outside.
Dang it.
It's the United States hasn't even peaked yet in deaths and disease
Yeah.
numbers. So who knows?
Yeah, my state just put in like another 2 weeks order to stay
We
inside.
haven't
My-
even done that.
So I'm stuck in my house.
Lucky.
I'm stuck inside. I am losing my mind. I have shaved
Did
my
you?
head.
Yeah, I
And
did.
This,
Wait,
Yeah,
are
I
you
shaved my
mini
head.
lad?
I didn't find out about Mini Lad until after
Everyone
I shaved my
their
head. So when I found out he shaved his head, I was like, oh come
We
on.
buzzed.
I was like, I thought
We
this was
buzzed my
good
younger
idea.
brother's head. He's a redhead and had like a little afro going. Now it's just a buzz cut, like an eighth of an inch. He looks so funny. He looks so funny. And I was tempted to buzz as well or shave, but I'm like, I like my hair too much, and this is too much hassle to get back to where I like it.
That's
So
Yeah, my hair before I shaved it, I dyed my entire head completely. It was like an orangish red color, and my roots were starting to come in. So, and I got my hair dyed like 2 weeks before my birthday.
wait, when was your birthday?
So I spent like
In
100.
March.
Oh,
March
that's right. Happy
21st.
late birthday, homie.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Oh, Ducks, I have some information.
Yeah.
Information, juicy stuff you don't even know.
Everyone says they have information intensity. You wouldn't even know how many people say they have information to be every.
No, but see, this is juicy. This is the juiciest of juicy. It has to do with raccoon eggs.
Is it?
Okay.
I had a convo with him 2 days ago. I was in his. He was doing this thing on his server where if you got a question correct first, he would unmute and you could have a conversation, ask questions or whatever for a bit. Our conversation lasted about 25 minutes. I asked him about Youtooz
Nice.
and his deal with that. And asked him his opinion on that. He said he can't. Not can't. He said he didn't give. This is his wording. I don't give two shits what they do. They emailed me and said I don't have to advertise them. Like, and he said, "Fuck it, go ahead. I don't care." He didn't even know a V2 was coming.
Huh. He didn't read the
kn-
contract.
He didn't know until I said something about it.
That's really interesting.
And he said he
Oh,
gets
jeez.
zero royalties. He doesn't care what they do because he doesn't have to advertise, so it's none of his business. So
That's
basically,
really-
that's
YouTube has all the creative freedom to do what they want with raccoon eggs.
Dude, that's a badass contract. I wish I was in their shoes. That's an awesome contract to hold. Like, I'm
See-
just thinking of, if you can do that, can they also profit off his likeliness?
They
'Cause if
can.
dude, I would make a whole line of dude. Like,
Just a whole month of
I don't,
crack.
dude.
You can't-
This is bad. This is really bad. What I'm about to say, right?
Rack
But
month.
this is like completely
Rack
true.
month.
if you are in the position of Youtooz, you have so much leverage to make the crappiest contracts for creators and not tell anyone about it, right? Like, I don't want to accuse Youtooz of doing anything, but I'm just saying, if they wanted to, they could make terrible contracts for creators and could make stupid amounts of money if they write the contracts correctly. And I mean, that's what is it called? People like, not Omnia Media, but what are they
I know
called?
what you're getting at.
But those media buyers, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Or media distributors, that's what they do, right? And they make a insane amount of money. But as we all know, that's terrible for the creative side of things. And by no means am I saying Youtooz does this. I'm just saying that's a route if you wanted to get stupid rich, stupid fast, and basically no one would ever know, right? But it would just be more of a moral dilemma for yourself
And also
as the owner.
Yeah, and also I want to point out with Rack, he said he didn't want to look like a sellout. That was another huge factor. He did not want to look like he was relying off of it for profit. Because he wants his own creative freedom to do what he wants with his videos. He wants to do all his own shit and not have anyone interfere.
Yeah, he wants leverage.
Exactly. So that's why he let Youtooz do what they want, so he could do what he wants and not have to worry about it.
No royalties.
No royalties.
How is
He doesn't get a cent.
I'm so confused. Like,
He just said, go ahead.
wow.
Don't give me money.
Awesome
Because-
to be in Youtooz shoes.
As long
So
as he's happy
knowing
with
this
it.
information, this is going to be interesting, because if that is true and I can find some way to document this,
I have the call, and I can send you the audio.
send me that clip, because this could be really interesting. If
Yeah, I'm gonna get the
you're
clip
saying
from.
Youtooz is making 100% margin on something, right? And I mean, yeah, they got to pay for the figure, whatever, right? But they're
Alright.
effectively making a lot more margin because they don't have to pay rack, and it's gonna be.
I just sent you in DMs the clip. Collector also recorded it and snapped that, so you can use that to.
Cool.
Ask Collector first. Actually,
okay.
ask him first if you can use it. You have my permission. You're free to go ahead. I don't care.
Cool.
Just credit. That's all I want.
That's interesting. Yeah. So this will be an interesting conversation that we'll have to have with Youtooz, because essentially they're making a lot more margin on a figure, probably about $7 to $10. I don't really know what their royalty is. Sorry, like $4 to $10.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess for them to not reduce the price, I don't want to call that wrong. I'm just saying that they could have, and they could have made the same amount of money. But they also, then again, could have made 10,000 units, right? So I don't know.
They're doing 6,900 units of Dat Boy, so I'm really curious to see how that'll sell.
Dat Boy's not going to sell out. No way.
There's
You
no
can't
way
buy
it's selling
multiple-
out.
Wait,
Because with Motivational Lizard, you could buy multiple. You
Who are
can't
they
buy multiple
releasing?
Dat Boys. There's no incentive.
I mean, unless they made like
wait, Dat
different
Boy, what?
different wheel and leg positions.
But it doesn't look like it's going
It
to be
doesn't
like
look like
that.
it at all.
Is
They
it
need
even
to do
gonna
that for
stand
meme
up?
figures.
It's
They're-
probably not gonna stand up, huh?
The tire is kind of flat, or they're going to have a stand. One of the two.
I think the tire's gonna be flattened.
Wait, hold
Personally,
Yeah.
you know how like a flat tire on a car has it like
Dat Boy, they're
wedged
making it-
out on the floor,
Mhm.
on the ground and whatnot. I think that's how it's gonna be, kind of like a flat tire almost.
I wouldn't be bothered by that, honestly.
As long as it stands,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah. I'm looking at the Youtooz website, and it does show a little flap on the tire on the figure.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes.
So
Did it
probably
give out a
that.
shipping date?
I did not know they were making a Dat Boy. June 5th through 12th.
Ooh, that's far. 2 months from now.
I did not know Dat Boy was releasing.
What'd you say?
I did not know Dat Boy was releasing. Jack's
Yeah.
Films. What? Holy jeez, I've been gone for so
Jesus
long.
Christ,
Oh my
dude.
God. We should have had an update video with him.
Yeah. Did any of you
Back in the
guys?
loop.
Did any of you guys watch Senior Pello's Youtooz commercial?
No.
It's so
No, but his
funny.
figure looks.
It's so funny. The English version I don't think is as funny as the Spanish version, because he's just screaming so much random stuff in the Spanish version. It's so
in
funny.
Spanish.
He's like, put it in a jar and fill it
How
with
do we feel about his
cummies.
figure? Yeah, how do we feel about his figure?
I've grown to like it.
It's a
I've
fetus.
grown to like it. At first, I despised it.
Oh, I despise it still.
I still like. I have a love-hate relationship for it, if that makes sense.
But like, I gotten used to seeing it. So.
Yeah.
I don't think any of the animators' figures look good.
What do you
besides
mean?
Ginger
Circle
Pale,
Tunes, Bird,
in my
and
opinion.
Bird
they
is-
all look so good.
Okay, Bird is good, but Circle Tunes, I don't like.
Bro,
his-
Circle Tunes,
I don't know,
the
it's-
2D
I-
art
I
literally
just came
looks
back
like it's
into
out
the
of his
world
video.
YouTube, so I'm just
and
getting
I'm
used to all
so
these
down for
figures.
that.
I just don't watch them, so like, I'm not really interested.
Bird is so tiny. He's 2 inches tall.
Oh my god, he's a little
Yeah.
He's thick, boy. He's thick.
That's an inch shorter than Ricky Berwick if you have him, by the way. And
didn't
look
think
at
they'd
how
make us-
small how small he
Oh,
is.
okay.
Insanity.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
You gotta bounce.
Goodbye.
Yep.
We lost Snow.
All right, take care. Good having you on today.
Yeah.
Bye, Snow.
Bye.
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 What's your guys' favorite animator figures? Ducks, you start.
Bird, because it's gonna sell out first.
You think?
Yes, I'm so certain. It's either gonna be Bird or Pello, because Pello fans are apparently delusional about him, and that's
Dude,
from
they're going
that's from a
apeshit.
Pello fan. So,
They're going ape shit about this figure.
dude,
You're gonna be
I'm
the
going
main
to
reason why
buy
you sell
a stupid amount of birds and a stupid amount of Pellos. Like those are gonna be my guys. It's
Yeah.
just it's exactly it's yeah. I don't. Yeah, it's so fascinating. Like, I'm trying to understand fan cultures that I'm not a part of, right? And it's very hard for me because I go from, like, you know, being a pretty typical kid. Like,
Yeah.
I watched like Smosh and all that growing up, and I watched like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, all those, right? But
Mhm.
then you throw me into this YouTube stuff, and then they're like, oh yeah, we got like KSI, and then he has beef with like Joe Weller, and I'm like, I don't even know who Joe Weller is, and I'm just like, oh, he has 5 million subs. Oh, that's just how the internet operates, right? You can
Yeah.
have 10 million subs and I still don't know your name, right? So understanding those extremely deep cultures and lores, and it's not even saying like people with 10 million are going to sell out. People with 1 million subscribers can sell out faster than people with 10 million. So it's just like trying to understand the dynamics of what is it called? Like being a super fan, right? And seeing how much people are willing to invest, right? So for example, with Ludwig, I understood that community really well because I watched him briefly, right? And when I watched him briefly, I watched like 5 episodes of his YouTube whatever, right, in one stream. So it's like being able to have even a little bit of context makes the entire world of difference when trying to analyze this stuff.
Oh, 100%. I didn't even know Senior Pello existed until Lars made a concept of him back in like October or something. And I watched some of his online content. Like, he's so sporadic and it's funny. Just the way he
High
what's the word?
energy,
High energy, yeah.
very high energy.
So energetic and super just all over the place. I love it. So funny. G3, favorite anime figure.
I think I'm gonna go with Ginger Pale. I like the form of it, and it's the only animator I've watched a bit of.
Nice. Snowball. She's
I
gone.
think
No,
she
I'm
left.
right
She's
here.
there.
Right here. No,
Are you on the website?
no. I
You
honestly
probably should.
no, because I have a good idea which one I like, just because of my background, like that.
Oh, which one?
I like Doge a lot, just because like
No, the animators.
I
The
don't.
animators.
What do you mean?
There's new.
Okay, I haven't been on
She
for a
doesn't know.
while. The last couple times my thing got corrupted, so I.
Just go to what I'm sending you.
All right, should I just say mine?
Yeah.
Just go ahead.
It's either gonna be between Ginger Pale or Bird. I've never watched any of these guys, but from the looks of it, they look good.
Yeah. I think Circle Tunes or Bird are my favorites of the bunch.
Wait, didn't someone in like the YouTube server bully Bird off the server?
Yeah.
Circle Tunes?
Someone bullied Bird off the Youtooz Discord.
He was actually active as well.
Yeah.
I
Sucked.
know.
Yeah, he
Circle
was.
Tunes at least is active. So,
Well, not now.
Turned it into Circle's Cave or whatever.
yeah, Circle's Cave.
Remember Flamingo?
Oh my lord. He came in like twice, I think. Then Ricky
Reddit
broke us
was
all the craze
insane.
before his figures came out.
Oh yeah. I've interacted with him a lot before his figure came out, and now we don't talk anymore.
I almost
That's
edited
sad.
his Mr. Beast video when the whole tree thing was happening. I was so close.
Oh, were you really?
Yeah, but it didn't end up happening. I had to sleep and
Nah.
he did it overnight, so fuck sleep.
Oh well. But at least you got to work on JonTron's
that
thing.
That was lit.
Have you talked about that on the podcast at all?
I think I did. I don't know. It's been a while since we did the podcast.
Yeah, it's been a bit.
Oh yeah, it's been a bit.
Snowball, do you see what I'm talking about with the animator figures now?
Okay.
She doesn't see it. So scroll down to upcoming drops.
It's a pretty intuitive design.
Yeah.
I mean, you can only go up or down. There's no tabs.
Yeah, scroll down to upcoming figures. It's below Arthur, Dat Boy, and Jack's films. And there you'll see the animators.
Hey.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Well, before, what is one figure that you're surprised that's still on the site?
Oh, that's a
Despite
good
all the
question.
That's
hype
so
around it.
easy.
What?
Valk. Are you
Really?
Valk had
Oh
2,000.
yeah,
stock,
2,000 stock.
nothing. 500 of which were signed, and
For-
has a following base on Twitch that is, I believe, top 150. So for someone to sub for $5, right, and then say, no, I don't want to buy your Youtooz, which is only 30, which I mean, yeah, it's 6 times more or 6 months of subbing, but I know people shell out a lot more money to donate to her. So it's like, what are you doing? How did you not get your, I want to say it's probably at least 1.5 million fans across all platforms to at least buy one? Even if you got 0.1% of your fans to buy it, that figure would sell out. If you got 0.025% of your fans to buy one, it would still sell out. And it didn't. And it blows me away to this day.
Yeah. Oh, Snowball has her answer, by the way. So what's your favorite animator figure?
Bird.
And why is Bird your
'Cause
favorite?
it's cute, and I'm just an animal person, so it's kind of, he's so cute.
That's fair.
He kind of looks like
Bird's-
a little,
Bird's-
kind of looks like a little penguin, but he's got legs.
He looks like a dumpling if you turn him around.
I love that. You know what that reminds me of, though?
What does it remind
That
you of?
Disney short film.
Bao or whatever it's
Yeah.
called.
Bow. Yeah.
That
That
made
was
me
a good short.
that
film.
made me tear up in
I like the
theaters.
Pixar
I'm not
shorts.
gonna lie.
And then it was preceded by in the most amazing Pixar movie of all time, in my opinion.
You think Inside Out is the best Pixar film?
Hey, that was pretty good.
It did no. It did.
There's
Okay, Bao did not come in front of
What
Inside
Toy
was
Out.
Story?
it then?
Okay.
No, it wasn't Toy
See,
Story.
No, I have no,
No,
clue.
Incredibles 2. Incredibles 2.
Oh,
Was it
Toy Story 4
Incredibles
didn't have
2?
one.
Was that really the best
Yeah.
movie?
Yeah, it's good, but it's not the best in my
Okay.
opinion.
It's one of my favorite Pixar sequels. It's way better than
Homie,
Finding
they
Dory.
dropped Toy Story.
And
Toy
Cars 4.
Story 4, bro.
Carry me.
Okay. Best
Now I'm talking about Pixar sequels.
best Pixar movie of all time. Go.
I mean, by statistics, is
Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
Finding Nemo
Yeah.
for you?
That was the first movie I saw in theaters.
I'm going with
I
stats.
watched Bugs Life literally for probably the first 3 years of my life. I watched no other movie, only Bug's Life. I just wanted to watch it so much, so I have to go with Bug's Life. I don't even like it anymore now, but it's just so, it's in the blood, dude. It's where I got my morals. That's where it began. Bug's Life.
Snowball, I think I've asked you this question before.
And Nemo, you already know, because I literally would
Yup.
say the entire freaking movie in front of you while we
Yeah.
I knew
Um,
every single word. It was so bad.
Hello. My name is Bruce.
Hello, Bruce.
I'm not doing this.
Yeah, don't
My
get me
favorite
started.
Pixar movie, it's a tie between Finding Nemo and Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc. is pretty bomb.
It is.
That is it's a good one too.
Oh, and Toy Story 2. It's a three-way tie. I can't pick one.
That's fair.
It's a new Toy Story though. Forky. Oh my god. Hi, I'm trash. I
We know,
love it.
Snowball.
I know, but I love it.
I was calling you trash, but okay. That joke went over your head. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm really mean to you,
You're
Screw.
not even here. How can he be mean to you?
I still shit on him
That-
when he's not here.
I think you're mean to Snowball than you are mean to me.
One way or another. But I'm sorry, Snowball. I was just making a joke. I wasn't serious.
I am no longer.
Yeah, and I always find out about it.
What?
I am no longer gonna
What?
talk. Nope. Shush.
She's telling you to shush, bro.
You hurt my feelings.
This is disappointing.
That's what my dad said to me.
Oh.
It be like that sometimes.
Yeah. Man, this episode's going great.
Oh, it's
love it.
wonderful.
One of my favorites.
Ducks, what is your end goal for the summer?
For the
Would you say?
summer?
For the summer. We're getting there pretty soon. Summertime.
Ooh.
I hate putting time limits on goals because I think it's better.
I think it's wide enough at least to give you
I don't
something.
know. I like making like 5-year goals, and then even saying that it's 5 years. I like genuinely. I rather make a lifetime goal that I know I'm never gonna meet. Like I'm literally more content with that. But for summer, that's tough. I mean, a lot of things are gonna change with Youtooz. I'm pretty worried about the economic side of things because a lot of people aren't going to be able to buy a lot of things as we move into a depressed market. So honestly, I would be pretty stoked if coronavirus ended and I didn't have to keep talking about that on every single like leak episode because it genuinely really is affecting shipping. But goals, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't really need a number of followers. I guess it would kind of be just like make a lot more episodes of my own podcast and become more of a community hub than I am now. I mean, I don't really know how to, I guess, what is the word?
Word it.
Branch
Quantify
out.
that. Well, not branch out. I know what to do there. I just don't know how to like what numbers or what metrics to use.
Oh, just like get your numbers up.
Yeah,
So-
it's very vague in general because it's just like I already know I'm trending in that direction. It's kind of just like keep going in that direction. I don't know, find some new people, like make some more audacious bets. Like everything that I do is so calculated yet so random at the same time. So it's hard for me to really give a response to that. Like I'll probably come up with an idea in like 2 weeks that'll be like, oh, this is great, and I'm just gonna run with it, and it might take me 3 months to make, right? And that would probably be part of that goal.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, maybe make my own custom Youtooz. Like I don't know, I'm not even into that.
Oh, kind of like
so-
what Bricks did and whatnot.
Yeah, but it's just like, is that even for me, or is that for me to take pictures of so I can show people, right?
I think I'm going with the custom figure out soon. I'm still waiting to reach out to Chasing Polys about it so I can
Yeah.
get mine printed and whatnot and 3D modeled. From what I've seen, for the people who have gotten theirs printed out, even Toonie, she's a UC. She just got her figure IRL like delivered to her, and she's ecstatic. She's loving it. Same with Bricks. He loved his. He's trying to get his new one, I think, molded.
Yeah, he has a
as
V2.
well. Yeah, his V2 is getting molded as far as I know. And
Yeah,
that
I don't
looks
know.
that looks amazing, dude.
He's on like a surfboard. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, lyrical lemonade, all that stuff. Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but like maybe it's just because I don't have that same, I guess, love for Youtooz compared to other people. Because my relationship is just completely different than everyone else's. Because like, again, I'm not in it really for the Youtooz. Because like, yeah, the Youtooz are cool, right? But it's very rare for me to find any that I'm just like, wow,
That's awesome.
I'm genuinely glad that they're making this, right? Like the only one that I'm really happy about currently is the Sea Rabbit, because I watched that dude back in the day, right? If they made, for example, Laser Beam, that would make me ecstatic. I watched that dude.
Oh, I want to see Laser Beam.
Dude, I watched that dude back when he had a series called Laser Beam Predicts, and all he talked about.
Oh my gosh,
Only
bro,
talked
you're giving
about
me
football. So
you're
he
giving me
deleted all that
flashbacks I
stuff.
don't remember having.
Dude, it's like all that stuff, like that's OG. Like that's all I care about. If I'm not an OG, I'm just like, I'm a follower then. I'm not part of the community. So it's like, yeah.
You
I
got to
don't
point
know.
out the old stuff and be there.
Yeah, I'd rather be a real one, right? It's like I'll accept if I'm be a follower, but like if I'm a real one, like I'm gonna push for that stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So back to the, we'll wrap this up, but goals, too ambiguous, too random. They kind of just happen, right? Like maybe I just decide to make merch. That could be a goal. I don't know.
Right. I guess one final question for you, and I guess for everyone here. Opinions on the state of Youtooz currently. Dux, I want to hear you first.
Ooh.
Okay. This is gonna be a bit of a rant.
Oh boy.
So, I've analyzed the business side of things pretty hard because that's what I understand the best. The way that the market is trending, which is not up, it's down. That's just a fact. In the United States, we've entered a bear market, and we've deployed a stimulus package that's supposed to fix things, but as we all know, they won't. And even if they do fix things, it still takes like a year or two to really get into the system. With this whole coronavirus thing, it doesn't really help, right? So, what is Youtooz on their end doing correct and what they're doing wrong? Well, what they're doing correct is they're a profitable business, right? They're making figures that, I mean, I don't think they're actually, I don't want to say they're not listening to the community, because like that's all subjective and the community all wants different things, which is an issue, right? But I think they're more or less just approaching creators that I think they can expand with. Like for example, I think Sir Pello was a play to get into a new audience, right? I think the Sidemen and Joe Weller was an attempt to get into a more European audience. So I think they're making figures more or less to expand. That's what I've noticed, at least. Like they made poof shirts, right, from Australia. So it's like I think they're trying to make sure that they hit every single category, so they can kind of check off all the boxes, right? I noticed that they haven't sold anything to Asia and Africa. I still think that would be a very interesting place that they could go to. But right now, I just feel like Youtooz is in that grind phase, and for me, it's very boring not being part of it. I'm just on the sidelines watching and waiting, which is unfortunate. So, everything that I want Youtooz to do would just be selfish of me. But in general, the current state of Youtooz is they're grinding it out, and they're trying to build the valuation of their company. They can lower prices if they want. They have the capital to do that, but they won't, right? So is that right or wrong? That's up to you. A lot of people would say it's right. A lot of people would say it's wrong. That's all.
I want to hear everyone's opinions on like, is that right or wrong, in the live chat and in the comments down below, because that's a really good outtake, Dux. You basically took a lot of the words right out of my mouth, to be honest. Derula, your opinions.
I don't even know what to follow that with. I mean, I haven't been watching Youtooz too much lately, so I'm gonna speak only of the Discord community. Like, I like the fact that they want to take initiative and they want to change stuff for the better. So that's something good that they're doing. In my opinion, they should have done that a while ago. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got.
Gotcha. Scoob?
Well,
Well, you've been gone.
seeing how you no, I've been gone. Yeah, yeah. I took a break from Youtooz, as most of people know. But yeah, seeing Youtooz push out a lot of figures recently, like way more than I remember they did. I think it kind of like hurts most of people now and what they're trying to sell due to this virus that's happening. So I feel like they should really take a break for a little bit. But well, they can still release their figures, but like not like push out as much as they want to like get that money that they want. I don't know. I'm just
So what you're trying to say is you want them to lower the drops, but keep
lower the
the drop
drops.
weeks the same, but
like-
lower the amount per week.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people may not be able to buy, all of the Sidemen just to get the gun, how they recently did. So it's just kind of like that, releasing like minifigures in one, like a pack, I guess, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
They should like try to like keep it to like 1 to 2 minimum every week.
At least just during this
Like-
outbreak.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess
You
that
do
feels
this
a
in
bit
such a
cash
well
grabby.
yeah.
It feels like
That's how I feel about it. Just doesn't feel right that they're pushing out way more Youtooz during an outbreak and not a lot of people could afford them.
That's understandable. That's fair.
It's tough because Youtooz is stuck between a rock and a hard place right now. Because it's like, as a consumer, right? Ultimately, we have the final say in everything that they do because it's our marketing. It's our money that lets them operate.
Capitalism.
No, yeah, legit though. So it's like I was
America.
thinking, like it's very well possible that people just strike and stop buying Youtooz for a time. I'm legitimately playing with this. I think it's very possible that people get angry enough that they're like, nah, we're just not going to buy the next 5 drops. And it will be very interesting if that does A, occur, and B, if it does occur, how does Youtooz respond, right? Because it's very well known that people don't like the increase in drops. But it's also, how can we as consumers be compassionate to the idea that, of course, they want to increase the valuation of their company. Like, are you kidding me? If you're making $150,000 for a week's worth of work, right? So let's say it's a stock of 5,000, and it's $30 a figure. So each figure is $150,000 in net profit, right? Multiply that by 3. It's now $450,000 a week in net profit.
Right.
Let's say they have a take-home margin of about 30%, which is, by the way, really good. Like 30% margin is like insanity. Okay, they take home $150,000 in profit. Dude, if I can multiply 150 grand every single week, why wouldn't I? That makes complete sense. And if you have reason to benefit from that, why wouldn't you want to make more money, right?
Okay,
Right.
I'm sorry
So-
to interrupt, but I have to go.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
We're about to wrap up anyway,
it's
so
pretty close to the end.
good timing.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah,
Take
Bye-bye.
care.
All right, bye.
I'll finish up my thoughts real quick.
You're good. No rush.
Another
So-
snow bites the dust.
So it's like, yeah, I don't know. Youtooz has to make some hard decisions where it's like, I feel like the community might feel betrayed because I still think they're gonna increase the output of everything, right? And
Oh
it's a
yeah, 100%.
mix of good and bad because yeah, we're gonna get more Youtooz, more diversity. Ultimately, you're probably gonna see the creator that you want in the long run. So yeah, I don't know. I think we're just gonna slowly lose that community touch. But that's why people like you and I are here, right? So we don't go too far outside that realm of going full blown corporate. But like that's the direction they're going, and I can't tell you that you're wrong if you say I'm gonna quit Youtooz because they're going too corporate. Like you're completely right. So I don't know. It's a really uncomfortable time for a lot of things, and a lot of hard decisions are gonna be made. That are going to make us feel very distant from Youtooz, and that's just something they're going to choose. And if that, kills their company, I mean, that's ultimately due to what they did, right? But if it makes them $100 million more in valuation, that's up to them, right? It's just like, how do they want to go about running the business? It's the ultimate question. What do you value more? humans or do you value the dollar? You have to value
Oh,
both,
yeah.
but you can't do it at the same time, really.
Yeah.
That's a really good finishing point, I will say. I'm really interested to see how this finishes up and how this goes, because the virus hasn't even peaked yet in the United States. I know it's finished up
Yeah.
in Asia, and this sucks to say, a second wave has hit Asia of COVID. So it's making its rounds there again, so who's to say if it's going to hit here as well.
Yeah. Happened to
So-
Italy. as well.
I mean, just with
So we'll see how that happens. We'll wait to see it when the United States peaks. G3, I don't know about Romania.
It's a shit show.
yeah.
Don't
Oh,
leave.
wow.
Just don't leave, dog. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, everyone's locked
I'm-
inside.
Wash your hands.
That's
I'm
basically it.
emphasizing this right now to everyone listening. Stay home. Do not go out. Don't go
Yeah,
see your
'cause-
friends. I know it's tough. I know.
Dude,
I wanna
my
go see
friend
friends.
had a
Dude,
party.
literally-
He threw a party and drank like all night with like 45 people in a cabin like probably 5 days ago. And never in my life have I been more disappointed in someone's actions. So I'm just like, I guarantee all of you probably got coronavirus. You're telling me 45 kids didn't have coronavirus?
It happened in my state. It happened in my
ridiculous.
state. Some college student from the biggest university in my state. I'm not doxing myself.
They can find you. Don't worry.
But
Oh no.
a college kid from the biggest university held a party with like 200 some people going, and a bunch of people got infected.
Yeah, I bet.
And the governor
That's what they
of
get.
my state was like, "What the hell is wrong with you?"
Yeah, it doesn't.
He literally said that in the press
Yeah,
conference. What is wrong with you?
I don't think people get it. It's a novel
It's-
virus.
It's
We have to rest.
serious.
Yeah,
It's not
mainly
a joke.
It's just the teens and almost everyone else just like going out and like ignoring like the precautions that they have to take, because who knows, they can affect their grandparents, you know, because one of my friends I follow, they their grandmother got infected and passed away from the virus, and it was like they
People are
transferred it over to
vulnerable.
them. So I'm just
It's
saying,
not
like,
just a boomer
I'm
remover.
saying it's your yeah, it's not.
It's not
So I'm
just
kind of
chai
upset.
sneeze. It's serious.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I made a
bro.
TikTok using that name. I'm sorry.
I am.
Nah, dude, it's just a hoax.
Oh no, just
It's all caused by
It's-
5G, trust me.
It's 5G towers.
5G. No, literally, back in like January when this whole thing was starting out in China and everything, I didn't honestly expect it to get it this bad
No one did.
over here in America. Yeah, and you know, I've been thinking like lately over the few months, I was like, you know what, I would like to stay home from school, and this is not how I wanted it to happen over a virus. You know,
I mean, the World Bank or whatever it is just declared a global recession the other day. So
Yeah.
Ugh.
we are in a recession as we speak.
Globally, global scale.
It's not just the United States. It's
Well, the
not just
economic
China.
power,
It's
right?
it's the whole world. Although I will say, good news today. We're recording this on the 6th. The Dow just jumped over 1,600 points today.
It's so volatile right now. It's
The stocks are
Too much.
wild. And
a lot
honestly,
of people
this
are
is
making a lot of people are
this
losing.
is the best time to invest in stocks. With everything going so low, wait for the peak
Invest in
low,
Bitcoin.
and then
Everything's
everything's
on
just going to
sale.
skyrocket.
Everything's on sale, bro. It's
Exactly.
awesome.
Invest in stocks now. Wait for the peak low, and the second it starts going up, buy. Invest. You're gonna make a fuck ton of money.
Mhm.
Yeah, just be patient though. Just
No,
buy it and
thanks.
hold
Be
it for 2 years.
patient.
Yeah,
It's gonna go up.
because who knows how long this is gonna
Invest
take.
in healthcare and 3D printing.
Oh, hell
No,
Mark
just
my
buy
words.
Amazon. If you can buy Amazon shares, just buy and hold Amazon.
We have
already know
Amazon shares, so we're set.
Amazon is going to go up in 2 years. Microsoft is going to go up in 2 years.
Microsoft
Don't
has
know what
gone
to
up in
tell
the
you.
past. Not Microsoft. Amazon's gone up in the past year alone already.
Yeah, but it
Like
doesn't even.
massive.
It could go up higher.
Yeah. Okay, we should probably wrap this up. We've been going
Yeah.
over an hour now.
Can I just say something before we end it?
Sure.
You said something. All right, that's it.
Oh no, shut up. Okay, now I realize I made a mistake coming back.
Oof.
I'm kidding. No, yeah, but yeah, I am back. I am going to be in more podcast episodes. I am not leaving again.
I'm holding you to this.
All right.
Clip it.
I could
Clip it.
I could guarantee
Clip this.
clip this. Use this against me if I ever take a break.
Trust me, I will.
Well, I know. Just I don't know. I'm just good. I really had to take a mental health break, take care of my family, all of that. I didn't expect it to go this long, but now I am back feeling better, and I am back to getting harassed by intensity.
Hell
So,
yeah, brother.
It's real gamer
He
hours.
hates-
It is gamer hours. All
He
right.
hates me.
That's going to be it for ToozTalk episode 12. Ducks, absolute
Yeah.
pleasure having you on.
Thank you, thank you.
I liked your speeches.
Good session. Good speeches, good
session.
input. 100%
Yeah.
on everything. And
It's like the
any
Captain
final-
America of YouTube.
Oh my god.
Wait,
Any
let me-
final words?
Yeah, let me be selfish and plug my media because
Yeah, but go ahead, plug your shit.
All right,
Plug
do
your
it.
shit.
Go ahead.
Instagram and Twitter is just Youtooz Leaks. I mean, I'm like the first person to pop up. You'll know it when you see it. I also got a podcast called Late Night Leaks. Gonna be interviewing a lot of people. I'll
My
get you
DMs
guys
are
on
open.
there. I'll get you guys on there in a relative amount of time. But yeah, that's all I got. I'm a
Awesome.
simple boy.
Awesome. Ducks,
Thank you.
once again, pleasure having you on. And yeah,
Woo.
thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.